Good morning, all. I'm Brito from Bangalore, and I'm working for Indigo as a pilot. So basically, I have to tell about my experience, what I actually went through all through my pilot life. So initially, I had a hard time in actually going through all through my training. I started my training long before, and then had financial crisis, and then we had to take a break in between, and then continue later on. And as it went on, I had been to US as well for time being, and then got back. I had to get back on track, and it was quite a difficult time. But the only thing what actually supported was it was just God's grace and His support all through the life, and my parents. My parents are the only ones who are actually supporting 100% from their heart. My brother as well. So I finished my course in 2019, and once it was done, I was waiting for my multi. That is like for the multi-engine training is the second level of training, wherein I had to do it from South Africa, and I got it done in 2020 March. So I'd been there for the course was of around 15 to 18 days, but the interesting thing was that the COVID hit, and I finished my course by 13, and I thought I'll stay there for 5 days, but then unfortunately the COVID hit, and I preponed my flight. Once I left from there, and that was the last flight from the South Africa, and I was supposed to be stuck. I was stuck there for next 6 months, 5 to 6 months. But luckily, God's grace, I should say, every moment of my life where I have a full stop, that's where my God actually opens a window where showing me the light. So I was really, I don't know how to actually explain it, but throughout the life, I know this is what each step was actually planned by God, and it was. I should thank God for that. And once that was done, and I just came out, and it was a hard time for me because once the training was done, it was pretty expensive enough. My next training was pretty expensive, so I had to arrange money. And when there is nothing was happening, that's when I thought I cannot actually, go to the third level of, that doing a type rating was actually pretty expensive, and I didn't have money, absolutely nothing. So I thought it's not going to happen anyway close. But God arranged it such a way that my friends, my family, my neighbors, I know how actually it happened, but then it did happen very well. It was so well organized, and it was done. And once that was done, again I was into trouble. That is like, COVID hit, and there was no interview for next 2.5 years, and I had to pay back the money as well. That was actually running behind my mind. It was mentally, it was trying to put me down, but only thing what actually kept me moving was, I should say, Kravasanam, and the Udamadi what my dad initially took, and he was followed by my mom. And they kept on pushing me and praying, giving me confidence and asking me to just calm down. Don't listen to people around you. That is nothing is going to affect. It's God who's actually chose you to be into this field. So don't worry, just it will happen with time, and just keep hopes. And then that's when I just came down here, and I met Father Joseph. And I told, this is my problem, and I don't know what will I do. I have no job. I have been waiting for so long. And after that, it was just after that, Father prayed for me, and he told, don't worry, within 6 months, you're going to get a job. But initially, I was like, okay, I do trust, okay, because my life goes on with the faith itself. So it was exactly at the 6th month, at the last day, that is like 30th of the 6th month, I got a mail from the Indigo saying that there's an interview happening. I was like really shocked. I told my mom that, okay, I got an interview. I have got a mail from the Indigo saying that I have an interview. And that's when I started my thing. So how can I not believe, this is something that I actually, kept on pushing me and the faith just starts building in you. And each time I tell this to someone else, it's not just what I speak. It's about how I felt. What I felt is told. That is where people understand, and they experience. They should feel that. It's not just saying on the, just listening. It's about feel, how you feel. When I say it from heart. If I'm not saying it from heart, I'm not saying anything. That is what my thing is. So God has been, pushing me, helping me throughout. And we had almost six requests, prayer requests, in which three were being satisfied. I mean, it was fulfilled. One is the job, and the second one was a property which was not happening at all. Every time people come in order to buy the property, but then they do give the advance as well, and then just back off. So it was a hard time for us to, because the money what we had, the debt what we had, we were not able to actually solve. We didn't have a solution as such. So, and finally, God actually, when we were least expected, that's when we just got a call immediately. So it was like, there's a person who's going to come and buy. And even interesting thing was that person who was buying was from here again, who was a part of Kripasanam. That was like, we were so glad that, God arranged it. It's not like, there were many people who just came down, but it's the God who actually chose the right person to buy our property in order to solve our problem. You see, everything has been, the path is getting cleared every time we were getting closer to it. So I would actually say, you need to have the faith. The first thing is a faith. And Kripasanam, whatever, the goddess, the Mother Mary, the way she intercedes for us, the intercession, what she does for us, it's something unbelievable. So I would actually request you all to actually, have the faith in yourself so that you can move forward with the life, and there'll be a meaning for your life. What you do and what is coming up. The future is in God's hand. Why do you actually worry about today? It's taken care by God. And the third thing was my brothers. My brother's also doing the same piloting. And his examination, my mom was actually, worried about that too. And the examination was actually, he cleared all these papers and all. He's actually waiting for the next stage. So it's the third request also being satisfied. And we are actually waiting for God's, again, intervene in our further requests. And I should say, it's God, it's Mother Mary's intercession and my parents' support. And I have to thank my father for praying for me as well. And I am glad that I have been part of this.
This family speaks about the testimony of the one who already given the testimony. He is the main witnesser or the main experienced person of this testimony. He's a pilot. His name is Brito. And he speaks about his journey and how he got a job in Indigo Airlines. So as he was speaking, it is not about getting a job or getting placed in some of the prestigious institutions or something like that. But it's all about the journey of faith that he had, that he spoke very well actually from the beginning. And his parents well helped him to have such a tremendous journey till this altar. And he speaks about he has come here to meet Father Joseph. He has blessed, and Father Joseph told him that he would get a job within 6 months. And he gave the testimony that he got the job at the last, the 6 month that father said he got the job the last day of that father's time, the given time. And the last thing he spoke about, that God has a plan, God has a greater plan about each one, every one of us. And God will clear all the way if you pray and wait vigilantly for his God's plan. And his dad and mummy they are here, and both have taken the covenant, and both are so happy about their son's new job and as well. And he always speaks about another intention that he wanted to sell, right? He wanted to sell one of their property. And another evidence that the Mother Mary showed, that the one who came to buy their properties also has a relation with Kripasana. They might have taken the covenant maybe. So that also shows a kind of sign or symbol that the Mother Mary is with you, or the presence of God is with you. Thus goes all the testimony. And that all proves that the Mother Mary is ever living and ever presence is flowing with all the persons who has taken the covenant. And let's give thanks to the Lord for all the blessings that this family has been receiving from God the Father. Thank you.